Hi everyone, welcome to our chat today. Shelly and I have some exciting discussions lined up for you. Stick around, and we hope you find our conversation insightful and fun.
Hey Crystal, how have you been? Anything interesting happened lately?
Hi Shelly, I've been good. Yesterday I had this amazing coding session where I finally solved the tricky algorithm. It was so satisfying. How about you?
That's awesome. For me, we had a killer soccer practice yesterday. I pulled off this sweet nutmeg on Maya, and she was totally caught off guard. We couldn't stop laughing after that.
Sounds like you had a blast. I wish I could have seen it. Anything else exciting happen?
Oh, and Cole finally beat me in a backyard game. He's been practicing and it shows.
That's great. I guess you're really proud of him. Also, I managed to finish a new book on the history of algorithms. It's fascinating how some of the earliest problems were solved. Let's talk about cooperation. I think it's so crucial, don't you?
Totally. In soccer, teamwork is everything. I remembered this game where our defense was struggling, and we had to cooperate like crazy to hold the line. Maya and I had to constantly communicate and adjust our positions to cover for each other.
That's a great example. For me, it's in math competitions. We often have team rounds, and without solid cooperation, we wouldn't get anywhere. Last competition, we had to split into groups to tackle different problems, and it was all about trusting each other's strengths.
How do you manage to coordinate in those competitions? It must be hard with so many moving parts.
We divide tasks based on everyone's expertise. One person might handle algebra while another focuses on geometry. It's all about playing to each other's strengths and keeping communication clear.
That's like how we play on the field. We rely on each other to cover our weak spots. You think cooperation is just as important outside of sports and competitions?
Absolutely. Even in daily life, like working on a group project in school, cooperation makes everything smoother. We all bring something unique to the table. And when we work together, the outcome is always better.
Yeah, it's so much better when everyone's on the same page. Cooperation really makes or breaks a team, whether it's in sports, school, or anywhere.
Couldn't agree more. It's all about combining our skills to achieve something great. Cooperation is essential for success in so many areas.
Right, cooperation helps us achieve our goals and makes the process more enjoyable. Let's dive into peace. I think maintaining peace in our interactions is so important.
Definitely. I think about how crucial peace is in a learning environment. If there's tension or conflict, it's hard to focus and absorb information. How do you see it, Shelly?
It's huge in soccer. If the team isn't getting along, it affects our performance. I remember a game where we had a big disagreement. We lost because we were too distracted by our arguments to play well.
That makes sense. In class, if there's a disagreement, it's hard to get anything done. I've seen group projects fall apart because people couldn't get past their differences.
How do you handle it when things get tense in your group?
I try to stay calm and listen to everyone's perspectives. It's important to address issues without escalating them. We usually find a compromise that works for everyone.
That's smart. In soccer, we have team meetings to clear the air if there's tension. It's all about keeping the peace so we can focus on our game.
Peaceful interactions really help us work better together. It's like the foundation of any good teamwork.
Yeah, without peace, we can't function well as a team. It's crucial for creating a positive environment where everyone can thrive.
Peace really is a cornerstone for effective collaboration. It allows us to build stronger relationships and achieve our goals more effectively.
Exactly. Peace helps us stay focused and united, which is key to success in any area.
How about internationalism? It's such a fascinating concept.
For sure, internationalism is super important in sports, especially at the professional level. I love watching international soccer matches and learning different playing styles. It's so cool how different countries bring their unique approaches to the game.
I agree. In the world of data analysis, internationalism means having access to diverse perspectives and data from around the globe. It's crucial for comprehensive analysis. I've been working on a project comparing economic data from different countries, and it's been eye-opening.
How do you handle all that different data? It must be challenging.
It is, but it's also rewarding. You get to see patterns and trends that aren't visible when you look at data from just one country. It broadens your understanding and makes the analysis more robust.
That's like in soccer when we study how international teams play. It helps us develop new strategies and techniques.
Exactly. Internationalism exposes us to new ideas and practices, making us better at what we do. It's all about learning from each other.
Have you ever faced challenges working with international data?
Sometimes the data formats are different, or the metrics aren't comparable, but that's part of the learning process. You adapt and find ways to harmonize the information.
That's so true. In sports too, understanding different playing styles can be tough but really rewarding. Internationalism definitely enhances our skills and perspectives.
It's amazing how much we can learn from each other. Internationalism enriches our experiences and makes us more knowledgeable and adaptable.
Totally agree. It broadens our horizons and helps us grow in so many ways. What do you think life would be like without cooperation, peace, and internationalism?
It would be chaotic. Without cooperation, we'd struggle to achieve anything in groups. Projects would fail, and teams wouldn't function well. Imagine math competitions where everyone's working alone instead of as a team.
And without peace, we'd be constantly distracted by conflicts. It would be hard to focus on anything productive. Sports teams would fall apart, and classrooms would be tense and unproductive.
Exactly. Peace is essential for a positive environment, and without internationalism, we'd miss out on so many opportunities to learn from different perspectives. Our knowledge would be so limited.
True, we'd be stuck in our own little bubbles without the broader view that internationalism provides. It would be a lot harder to innovate and improve.
Life would be so much more difficult and less enriching without these elements. They're crucial for a harmonious and successful life.
Absolutely. Cooperation, peace, and internationalism are key to building a better, more connected world. Whoa, Crystal, look, it's Milena again.
Elena, you always show up at the most unexpected times. What brings you here today?
I heard your discussion on cooperation, peace, and internationalism. While you presented strong points, there are crucial aspects you're overlooking. For instance, regarding cooperation, it's not always beneficial. Over-cooperation can lead to groupthink, where the desire for harmony overrides critical thinking, resulting in poor decision-making.
Groupthink, can you give an example?
Certainly. Imagine a soccer team where everyone agrees with the captain's strategy without question, even if it's flawed. The lack of dissent prevents better strategies from emerging, which can lead to failure on the field.
That's interesting. What about peace?
While peace is valuable, the pursuit of peace at all costs can sometimes lead to appeasement, where harmful actions are tolerated to avoid conflict. For example, in a classroom setting, a disruptive student might be ignored to maintain peace, which could undermine the learning environment for others.
I hadn't thought of it that way. And internationalism?
Internationalism can bring about cultural homogenization, where unique cultural identities are diminished in favor of a global culture. This can lead to the loss of valuable traditions and local knowledge. Consider how global sports events sometimes overshadow local sports traditions, leading to their decline.
Those are good points. So, while these values are important, we need to be mindful of their potential drawbacks.
Exactly. Balance is key. Understanding the nuances and potential downsides of these concepts is crucial for applying them effectively in our lives.
Wow, she's gone just like that. Every time she shows up, she leaves us with so much to think about.
Yeah, her points are always so well researched. It's amazing how she can change our perspective on things so quickly.
She definitely has a way of making us see things in a new light. I wonder who she really is and how she knows so much.
It's a mystery, but I appreciate the insights she brings. Her arguments are always thought-provoking.
So, What do you think ties cooperation, peace, and internationalism together?
I think it's about fostering understanding and harmony among people. When we cooperate, we work towards common goals, which often leads to peace. Internationalism expands that circle of cooperation and peace globally, bringing people closer together despite cultural or geographical differences.
That's a great point. It's like building bridges between individuals and nations, promoting empathy and collaboration. I feel like when we understand each other better, conflicts are less likely to arise.
Exactly. When we cooperate, we build trust and respect, which are essential for maintaining peaceful relationships. And internationalism broadens our perspective, helping us appreciate diversity and learn from different cultures.
Have you noticed any personal benefits from embracing these values in your life?
Definitely. In my math competitions, for example, collaborating with teammates not only helps us solve problems faster but also strengthens our friendship. We learn to appreciate each other's strengths and support each other through challenges.
That's awesome. For me, it's soccer. When we respect our opponents and play it with the spirit of fair competition, it makes the game more enjoyable. And when we play against international teams, we get to experience different styles and strategies, which makes us better players overall.
It's amazing how these values enhance our experiences and make us better individuals. They're like building blocks for a more connected and harmonious world.
Absolutely. I think they're fundamental for creating a positive environment where everyone can thrive.
Well, that wraps up our discussion for today. Thank you all for watching. We hope you found our conversation insightful. See you next time.